Hey everybody, what's going on? Juan here, welcome back to the channel, and for this video, we're going to be trying out a service that I've not taken a look at ever since it first came out, and that is PlayStation Now. And if you know about the service, you know it was very controversial when it first came out because in contrast to the Xbox Game Pass where you pay a fixed fee but you can download the games, you could only initially stream games. You would input your commands as you played a game, and then you would receive video footage, technically, of your actions. So if you didn't have a beefy upload speed or overall internet connection, you weren't really going to have a good time, especially if you weren't using Ethernet cable. No Wi-Fi for this, it's very recommended that you plug it in. But due to consumer pressure, with a recent update, you can actually download a couple of games, but hey, get this, you can download PS2 and PS4 games. PS3, whether it's the cell processor, whatever it is, you can only stream those. So you can play a good chunk of games, and in case you don't know, you can actually get access to a 7-day free trial, and this is available on both the PS4 and the PC. If you pay a monthly fee, it's $19.99, so it's not as cheap as the Xbox Game Pass. 3 months sets you back $44.99, and a full year will set you back $79.99. Now, you can always be a little bit patient and wait for a deal. The big question is this service worth it? So, a couple of things. I have a pretty decent internet connection. I have 150 megabits per second download and 15 up. We're going to go step by step because the first thing that you do is obviously you download the application. So you look for PlayStation Now, and I downloaded a couple of games, but I think that the main event, the thing we all really want to find out is it good enough to stream? Now, I also got to point out, I've only done a recent test with Wi-Fi. I actually do have it connected by Ethernet, so if you're somebody that has played this previously, I would love to know your experience. And the first game that I wanted to try, because I actually own this for the PS3, is Katamari Forever. Now, as you see, I can't download it because it's for the PS3, and I'm just gonna hit stream now. And as that prepares, let's just talk, catch up. I want you guys to get the real, authentic experience. And something else that is pretty cool is that it seems you can share accounts because my wife is the person that activated the 7-day free trial, yet here I am using my account and playing this. So if you have multiple people at your home, you should have no problem with that. All of these games are also compatible. It is Juan's turn. You have... Oh, okay, I already had a previous game going on in Nicole's account. I was trying that out. So now we go in the game. I don't know how much time has actually gone by, but I am using a PlayStation 4 Pro. You're not seeing anything in 4K because I don't have a 4K capable capture card, so everything that you're seeing is 1080. I don't know if there's any speed benefits in terms of how quickly that this uploads or streams or whatever you want to call it. There's also a slight delay between maybe what I... Wait, I got a message on the PS3? What? Okay, that's weird. Man, I forgot how long this took, so I may have to accelerate this because we're technically in the game. This is no fault to the PlayStation Now service. This is to the fault of PS3 games would take forever. And I want you guys to critique this. Not my gameplay abilities, please, but critique the service. Do you think this is worth it? At $19.99 a month, maybe $80 a year, is this something you're considering doing? Is it something you've tried? Is it something you actively use? Because we're going to browse through the video game library in just a little bit. And when I look at it, it's like there are some good games out there, but nothing that immediately makes me go like, man, I do got to try it out. It's got a couple of really good indie games that I actually want to play and I don't own, so that's cool. But I don't know. I'm hoping that through this experience, maybe I consider subscribing for like a month or so because you can share accounts. Maybe there's a scenario where my wife and myself can maybe split the cost. Because yeah, it's cool, but I feel like this needs a little bit more love. I think that if you could download the PS3 games, this would be a completely different conversation. And by the way, if you've never seen this game, this is a wacky game. You use your analog sticks to move around, and I think I'm actually going to stop talking right now, wait for the cutscene to end, and then, my friends, we shall keep playing. And we're back. Okay, so let's play a little bit of Katamari Forever. You see, you need to use both analog sticks, and remember, there's a small delay between the capture card and what's actually on screen, but just so you get an example, forward, backward, left, right. This is doable, and yeah, we are going to do some fighting games. I think that's by far the most obvious example, but this is a game that I think a lot of people should check out. Karimari Damacy on the PS2 is an awesome game. I was a proud owner of it before I traded it in because I was an idiot. This is just a wacky, crazy game. As you can see, it works. I'm not going to play too much of it, so I'm not even going to bother getting past this area. I just wanted you to get a pretty good feel for it, as well as graphically. I'm trying to record this video at the highest quality that I can. It's a weird game, as you can see, but it's very colorful, it's very vivid. So in order to go back now, I press the middle button. As you can see, I can immediately go back to browse games. 1, 2, okay. 2 seconds later, we're right back at the main screen. So as you can see, we have Red Dead Redemption, Mafia 3, WWE 2K16. Now, it doesn't make it super obvious. Oh, whoa, that's a little weird. It doesn't make it super obvious when a game is for a certain console. You got to look all the way at the upper left, as you can see there. We're going to go to search, and I'm going to type street. I'm going to try Third Strike. So, stream now. That is the online edition of the game. Now, I'm by no means a fighting game expert, but if you can actually play a stream version of a game online and be good, wow, that's got to be a little bit crazy, but we're just waiting. Eventually, it's going to skip. You see now it says closing your last game session, so unless you fully shut the game down, I guess it's kind of like keeping you connected to your previous game in case you want to immediately go back to it, but it takes a while, and I'm not a big fan of that, considering that it's supposed to be streaming, as in I'm going to hit a button and I want to immediately download that game. And yeah, important, you actually use the right side of the trackpad for start. You use the left side for select. And now, my friends, we're finally... okay, we're still not there yet. We're going to get there eventually. We're going to play some of the fighting games. And then I'm thinking, based on this agenda, we're going to try out Pac-Man. Because Pac-Man, once again, you got to go up, down, left, right. And if there's a little bit of delay, that's not going to get the job done. And then I believe I downloaded 1 or 2 games. And we're just going to see how quickly those games load. Because I'm currently inside of the actual application, the PS Now app. But these games do show up in your main bar in the PS4. Okay, so start. Oh, right, I gotta hit this. Oops. Be very careful, don't get that mixed up. Down, up, up. So far, so good. Let's just do arcade mode. We're gonna choose Ken, keep it basic. We're gonna do that. This game has a great style to it. I think it aged gracefully. I think the lack of initial Street Fighter 2 characters in it sort of rubbed people the wrong way, but... okay. Right, left, down, up. I mean, so far, anybody that's like an avid fighting game person will look at this and be like, first of all, Juan, you're terrible. And second of all, delays are like a huge no-no, right? But it's doable for like a casual experience. So say you have a couple of friends over and you just want to go like, hey, what do you want to play? Maybe you're looking at my video game collection, the physical one. Nothing really piques your interest. You're like, hey, I got this PlayStation Now service. Is there anything that you would like to play from there, maybe? That being said, I forgot how bad I am at these fighting games, but I want to see if I can get one special in. There we go. Yes, KO. We can move on to the next game. And this game has a weird filter, but I think that's actually part of the game. Oh, I earned a trophy. So, in case you were wondering, trophies do transition into that. So, okay, we're going to close the game instead of going back to browse and seeing if that makes things a little bit better, because the next game that we're going to be playing, as I mentioned, is going to be Pac-Man. And we're just going to be searching it here. Nope, there it is. It should load faster. I closed the game, And you guys saw it took like a good 30 seconds to close my previous. Are you kidding me? What is the point then? Why should I close the game when I go back to this one? You're still telling me, hey, you still gotta wait. You still gotta give me a second. So I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not in love with the service right now. I think like when you actually go into the game, it's fine. It's very clunky. I feel like, especially as somebody that is using a PS4 Pro, it takes a while. It takes a long while. And I really want to get your feedback. I could be very jump cutty with this video. The only times I'm planning on cutting it's if either I get some factual information wrong and I don't want you to get that, or there's just so much time in the middle. But I really do want you to get this experience, because if you're watching this thinking to yourself, is this for me? Is this worth it? You know, right now, if you're planning on playing a couple of minutes of any of these games, we're just here. We're here. If anything, one of the good things that I like about it is that we do have PS2 games, but remember that these are games that you can actually buy already. The PS2 games are part of the PS2 to PS4 service. So you were talking Wild Arms 3, and there's a couple others, but as far as I've seen, not all of them. We do get both versions of Destroy All Humans, which is pretty cool. There's a Harvest Moon game for the PS2. And I don't think you're going to get this in the YouTube version. I'm playing this on a 55-inch 4K TV, and there are definitely compression particles that I know are not there in the original game. So it actually remembers my previous score, because I do have this game on my original PS3. So pretty cool. It actually detects that. And we're just going to go to play game. I don't like that. Oof, okay. So this is when I can kind of tell there's like a weird delay, because remember, I have played this game, and I've played a lot of Pac-Man. I mean, who hasn't? So if you tried to get like a really sharp turn, like left, up, see, I hit up, and it didn't go up at that time. Oh, this doesn't rub me the wrong way. This doesn't rub me the right way, I should say. Yeah, see, like that right there is a deal breaker. Sure, you can download the games, but once again, I would get this for PS2 and PS3 games. I would not get this for PS4 games. So, oh man, that's not good. No bueno, no bueno. Not good at all, man. Nope. That's like if I was doing like an out of 10 rating scale, which I will not do, but hypothetically, if 10 is like the very top, initially I was like at a 7 or a 6. Oof. And that, which version of that was I playing? Was that PS3 or PS4? See, PS3. So I can't download that game. This is Primal. I originally owned this for the PS2, and I don't remember a single thing about it. Okay, so that's wait. So we've played 2 games, and it is now asking me again to close that one. Yet, if you recall, because you've been watching this video, it had already told me I needed to close that game. I'm trying to be positive in the world of backlash regarding Fallout 76, of people being disappointed with video games. I want this to be good. I'm not working on this video to be like, haha, PlayStation Now, you're evil, and nobody should subscribe to your service. I want to like this. I want to be able to be invested in anything that gives me a throwback experience. I'm part of a podcast called A Cast of the Past, where we talk about retro stuff. Retro stuff is my thing. Remember, I did download this game, so we really should not have any delay. But I just wanted you to get the experience of what it's like to download the game and then checking it out. When we close out this video, which will be after this game, I'm just going to skim through the library, not show you every single game that is in the service, but at least I want you to get a good feedback, a good feel about that. By skipping the cinematic, you may miss important plot developments. Yeah, let's do it.
What'd you do? Get hit by a truck?
I'll get back here eventually. Remember, this is part of the PS2 to PS4 service, so these games actually do have some upscaling. They look a lot better than they originally did. The capture card is making this be a little bit darker, so the game doesn't actually look that dark, but OBS doesn't like when I change settings while I'm recording, so I'm not going to do that right now. But rest assured, the game runs great. There's a really big difference. I mean, I'm pressing start. This is not being streamed, so if anything, I would be very surprised if I had any kind of problems with it. But what happens if I press the PS Now, the middle button? Okay, interesting. So if you download the game, it treats it like any other game in your collection. So that is worth pointing out. And as I mentioned, I just want to close things off by going to library. We're going to go back to the app, and I just want to show you a couple of the games. I personally would not subscribe to this. I don't think I could justify it because Xbox Game Pass is $10 a month. And the fact that you can download the games, like I know the games are huge, hard drive space is becoming a necessity nowadays. I remember back in the day saying, oh, 500 gigabytes, that's going to be good enough. It's like, that is clearly not good enough, even for console, right? So this is what I mentioned with having a list, so you have easier access to things. When you go to all games, you see a pretty cool list with all of the games outlined. So you see some classic games, some terrible games. This is a game on the PS2. You got some indie stuff. Can you categorize by console? Interesting. Notice you can categorize by genre, by rating, and by alphabetical order, but not by console. That to me is an issue. That to me is a big problem. Beyond Two Souls, you have Blaze Blue, Bloodborne. So you have some staples. You have some staples from the PS4. You have Catherine from the PS3. A Costume Quest, that's a pretty cool game. Darkcloud 1 and 2, those are actually pretty expensive games if you were to buy the physical versions for the PS2. Defense Grid 2, that's a really good tower defense game. Devil May Cry HD Collection, but this is the PS3 version. As I mentioned, you get a lot of Disgaea. You get Disgaea 4, 3. Okay, this is 4, 3, 5, and D. Okay, can you rearrange that just a little bit, please? Divinity Original Sin. You can pause the video at any point so you can just get a better look at this, but you got GeForce, an actual good game. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is the PS3 version? I have this for PS2. Huh. That's part of my PS2 collections video. We have Guacamelee, Heavy Rain. We're still at the letter H. Infamous 1 and 2. I believe those are maybe the Telltale games. A bunch of Lego games, but the main portion of these games are PS3. Even games that are available on the PS4, these are still the PS3 versions. So it's almost like, oh, that is awesome. They have that copy of the game. Oh, you can only stream it. That's a problem. So as you keep watching me browsing here for just a little bit, let me know once again what you think about the PlayStation Now service. I wanted to do a pretty laid-back video like this, showcasing this service. If you would like me to talk about any other service like the Xbox Game Pass, Humble Monthly, or anything else that tickles your video game fantasies. And this game is actually available here. Silent Hill, the HD collection, comes out with Silent Hill 2 and 3. And I know big fans of Silent Hill are going to say, Juan, that is not the version to play. But that is the only version I have. But yeah, let me know what you think about this video, what you think about PlayStation Now. If you have any ideas for future videos right here for the channel, drop that in the comment section of the video. If you enjoyed this video, even if you necessarily did not enjoy the PlayStation Now, oh, they have Puzzle Fighter. Oh, I'm going to do this like a bonus thing at the end or something. I'm going to close out the video and just play this for a second. One of my favorite games of all time. Didn't know that was part of it. And it's streaming only, so we can actually try that. But hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Once again, recommend anything that you would like to see in the channel. Currently available, PS2 Collections video, PS3 Collections video, a video where I talk about video game pre-orders. Do you like them? Do you not like them? I'm thinking of doing a video eventually talking about Talking about the upcoming games for 2019 that I would like to play. And another thing I was thinking of working on is actually a hypothetical PlayStation 2 classic video. There's an awesome supporter in the channel that suggested it, so I will give him a shout out in that video. And I already compiled a list of 20 games, but I'm still like pondering. You know, I wrote that list and I kind of just left it sitting there. And every couple of days I go back to it and I ask myself, would I change anything? Is that the adequate list? And yes, I'm extending the conversation because seriously, I played this game yesterday on a RetroPie cabinet. So really, really close. I played this game for many hours on PS3. I own this game on PS3, so normal. I will immediately be able to tell just how bad this is. I'm just gonna play as Ryu. Sometimes I play as Dan just to have some fun. I'm very afraid. I'm very afraid. I feel weird. I feel like I gotta be really careful. It's passable. It's honestly passable. It feels a little bit better than Pac-Man. I'm assuming it all depends on the initial connection. So, you know, sometimes connections can be up and down. But this has been it. So, folks, my look at the PlayStation Now service has concluded. But as I keep playing Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix, the epic journey continues. So thank you for watching, gang. Take care. Oh, come on! I was looking at the camera! Oh wait, I got a diamond. I got a diamond. And boom!